brag, but one time we got Donald Trump to say he wanted to arrest Zohran Mamdani.
Not allow ICE to arrest criminal aliens in New York City. Your message to communist Zohran Mamdani.
Well, then we'll have to arrest him. Look, we don't need a communist in this country, but...
I totally agree with Donald Trump. I await the arrest. I mean, seriously, I do wait for the arrests, and we know a number of people at the DOJ, and perhaps with a little change of leadership, maybe we will get some arrests. I'm not sure exactly, but we are encouraged by something that just happened today. We've been tracking Zohran Mamdani proposing taxing whiter neighborhoods in New York City. This is something that he did on his own campaign website. He said, I want to tax white people more. It's like patently illegal. Harmeet Dhillon has been on the case for quite a while. We're a big fan of Harmeet. She's a friend of the show. And she says, of course, this is patently illegal to tax people based on their skin color.
They should be on notice. They are on high scrutiny. And we will swoop right in and do what's necessary to protect all citizens and taxpayers and residents of New York.
So Harmeet Dhillon has told our show and many others that she is going to be assessing the Mamdani administration for anti-white discrimination. Mamdani plans to pour millions into racial equity offices, six-figure diversity jobs, and cut 5,000 New York City cops. It's been a great run, New York City. It's been a great run. Well, today he's out with a racial equity plan to redirect resources towards black and brown New Yorkers.
A whole of government's true cost of living measure confirms that the affordability crisis touches every corner of our city. We know that these effects are not applied evenly. So often it is black and brown New Yorkers who are hit the hardest. This preliminary racial equity plan is the first step in developing a whole of government approach to tackling that reality. It is a plan that lays out these first steps to solve decades of neglect and discrimination, and it places the work of 45 city agencies within a singular framework.
They're doing it. They're doing 2021 and 2022 all over again now. Ooh, man. Harmeet Dhillon responds to Zohran Mamdani's team announcing they will target white people, saying that the DOJ will stop them. We have a zero tolerance policy in this administration towards any type of housing action plan that in any way discriminates against people for being white in the United States. Although I have yet to actually see the action with this clip today, citing that there are going to be race-based treatments. Harmeet Dhillon has once again said, this sounds illegal. I will review. Now, we've invited Harmeet Dhillon on the show, and we look forward to hopefully having her sometime this week to talk about this. Harmeet Dhillon launching an investigation into New York City Mayor Mamdani's new racial equity plan seeking to help black and brown New Yorkers. This sounds illegal. Good riddance. This is totally and completely unconstitutional. Also, like, this is what your issue is right now. This is what you've decided is the biggest problem for New York. Have you been paying attention at all to what's been happening in New York City? Some of the headlines have been just completely wild. Look at this from like left-wing Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon is not not some big-time Republican. I think it's kind of like flips with the wind, right? JP Morgan CEO says that the business exodus from New York City and the tax hikes is going to kill the city itself. Jamie Dimon took a swing at Zohran Mamdani's far-left policy proposals, saying crushing taxes and red tape are already sparking a large exodus of businesses from the Big Apple. In his annual letter to shareholders, the 70-year-old Queens native stressed that Gotham faces stiff competition from other financial centers like Miami, Tampa, where I live, like where people can go and run and build their businesses pretty much tax-free, right? There's no income taxes here. And there's going to be no chances of that changing because there's a supermajority state. Isn't that amazing? Like Florida is the biggest supermajority state when it comes to big states for Republicans. And this is where all of the rich people are moving. This or Texas. The Elon's put a bunch of bases obviously in Texas. But if you're looking at the Google founders, you're looking at Jeff Bezos, the guy who runs Starbucks, every banker in the world Mark Zuckerberg, they're all moving to Miami, every single one of them. Now, is that going to like change the state of Florida forever? I don't know exactly. I don't like I don't like the potential for meddling, but I think they learned their lesson maybe in California. Just stay the hell out of it. I guess we'll see. We'll fight back savagely if they didn't. While stopping short of mentioning Mamdani by name, Diamond has previously taken the politician to task, saying the guy just got elected. He's more of a Marxist than a socialist. And you see now the Democrats are falling all over themselves, saying, pointing to the real problems, affordable housing and grocery prices. Mamdani pushes the same ideological mush that means nothing in the real world. Where are the free buses, Mamdani? Socialism ends racism. Also socialist. Tax increase? No tax increase. That's right. Yeah. When are people going to realize this never works? There's a reason that they don't feed wildlife. They become dependent and can no longer survive on their own. Give people handouts and they won't ever work. Again, it decimates an entire society. Assistance is supposed to be temporary. Any plan that takes equity from one group and hands it to another will become South Africa, like immediately. Yeah. Yeah. Equality, equity, right? Redo it all. Look at these clowns nodding their head. This is exactly right. Look at the crew. Look at the motley crew behind Zohran Mamdani. Here's your New York. The founders of New York, the people who actually built New York, would be spinning and howling in their graves. I mean, really, imagine being so psychologically inept and fragile that it takes a whole government approach to make you feel equal to your others because of your skin color. Isn't that the most racist thing you could do? The most racist thing that you can do is be like, you know what, you're so low IQ that you need a handout from the government because of your skin color. Have fun, New Yorkers. You voted for this. Yeah. Dhillon says she's going to be investigating Communist Zohran Mamdani for racist tax proposal. Throwback here. We're gonna have Harmeet back on today or sometime this week, and see. We'll ask follow-ups.
Just because you're white doesn't mean you have fewer rights in this country. We all have equal rights in our country, and we will not stand for New York City violating any federal law whatsoever. They should be on notice. They are on high scrutiny, and we will swoop right in and do what's necessary to protect all citizens and taxpayers and residents in New York where they're illegally.